Hey everyone, this is Ruff here, and we're back with some more StarCraft 2 action. Now this time we are going to do a 2v2. Up in this corner we do have Ross and Friend, which are blue and red players. Red Zerg, blue Protoss. Anyway, and we do have in the bottom left corner we do have Hypno, our teal Zerg, and our purple Terran, Vicro Link. I think that's how you say it. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. Oh, it might actually be, I just noticed it, it's going to be Microlink. Yeah, because you kind of spelled out the M that way. Alright, anyway. But this is going to be our 2v2. This is going to be our first 2v2 that I cast, so I apologize for anything that I mess up. But, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, it has been a while since I casted, guys, just because I've been very busy. We go on vacation, going on all different things, doing a lot of work stuff. But I apologize for that, and hopefully as you can accept that. Anyway, but we do see the scouting work coming out for Friend. He's going to be scouting around and kind of just going around doing things. But yeah. He's going to be scouting out the exact timing of this spawning pool. He's going to know, hey, you know, this is when the Zerglings might be a threat. There's probably not going to be a rush now just because the spawning pool is a little bit later than usual. But at the same time, we don't have a spawning pool. We just have the spawning pool down right now. So actually, never mind. Scratch what I just said. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. We do have the extractor down earlier than our teal Zerg. So we'll see if that makes a big difference or not. We do see the gateway going down for our blue Protoss. He probably is going to get that cybernetics core down pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised. He is saving up that money for it. And yeah. And we do see the purple Terran's going to be walling in. He's going to have that wall. He's going to start doing that walling in case there is any early aggression from the Zerg and Protoss player. Because, you know, you need to have that wall in, and that stops any Zergling run-bys or anything like that. So we do see another barracks getting placed down, a Marine on the way, just for that early defense. And yeah. So we'll see if that actually makes a difference. We do see an early metabolic boost right before the teal player does. So this is going to actually help out Red Zerg's players. Zergling's a lot better than what anyone else would be. Anyway. But yeah. So we're going to continue seeing that wall-in getting completed. Cybernetics core did go down for our blue player, and that's going to allow him to get that warp gate technology out really quickly. He needs to get it out as fast as possible because that just makes your army that much more dangerous because you can just warp in units a lot faster than anything else. Anyway, and basically we just, like I said, we do see that wall-in is getting continued. Now, the only downside of this wall-in, the add-ons are extremely exposed. People can just come up this ramp, snipe this add-on, snipe that add-on, and eventually snipe this one add-on right here. Now, this isn't a tight wall-in right here, because he's probably going to have to move that just a tad. But like I said, we do see the Marauder finally coming out, and that's going to help out a lot against this Protoss player's army. Now, we do see a Baneling's Nest on the way, and that early +1... Oh, never mind. We do see a Baneling's Nest on the way, and Mailbox Boost just finished up. So the Zerglings can be 10 times faster, and they're going to be a lot more effective at keeping control of the map. And we do see that, like I said, that early +1 on the way for our Zerg player. That's going to allow him to get a little bit of an edge above his opponents a little bit, and going to help him out a lot. While other Zerg players do it with double Evo Chamber, and he's probably going to get those dual upgrades once he finishes that. And we do see a Hydra Den on the way for our teal player, and that's going to just make his army a lot more effective versus these Protoss high tier units, because basically Hydras can take out almost any unit in from the gateway. And we do see additional 3 gates on the way, as well as the Twilight Council, so that's going to allow him to open up the path so he can get additional upgrades. He's going to be able to get the blink or charge for his zealots. And at the same time, we do see our teal player is going to be expanding relatively at the same time as our red player, but the red player is going to have a little bit more time on his hands for that expansion. Now, we do see Zergling on Zergling action, and the red Zergling wins by just 2 HP. Now, if he had that +1, it would have been a lot more a bigger difference. But we do see our blue player is going to be getting up his stalker count. He's going to go for that blink, because I can tell because there's no zealots in this army at all. Like I said, there's that blink right there. He's going to go for a huge blink micro play, and we'll see if this pays off. He's going our red player is getting those banelings that allows him to bust down any of those walls. And at the same time, we do see +1 Hydra rate, +1 range, and +1 armor for our teal Zerg. But yeah, and we do see our blue player expanding as well, and that leaves out, is our purple Terran going to be expanding? He probably should. If everyone else is going to be expanding, he probably needs to as well, just to kind of keep up with everyone else. And he does have a pretty good Marine Marauder force. If he can keep up the Marine Marauder production, but he needs to expand. If he can, that'd be great. And we actually have him leave the game, and that means Hypno is going to be all by himself. So we'll see if Hypno is able to complete the game himself and actually hold off. They're probably going to do some sort of aggression right now because they know that he's not going to be as powerful as his other player. But we'll see. So our teal player is going to be taking over our purple base, and as well the purple base as well as his own. And this is going to be 10 times harder for him to handle. So hopefully he can. Now we do see, like I said, we got that big stalker ball that's going to be coming up, and we also have Zergling Baneling on the way, as well as a Spire. So that's going to allow him to do a little bit more aggression for that for his opponents, so he can do a lot more harassment, go in the mineral line, and we need to see some sort of defense out of our player. So we'll see if that happens. Hopefully it does. And we do see double Hellion on the way. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting game, because I think our teal player is going to stay in the game, and he will be doing that. Now, I don't know if I actually said this because I can't remember where the crap, but thank you to the Lowell poster for sending me this video. He also sent me another video, which I will be casting right after this. So thank you so much for sending me. I think this is him actually right here. So hopefully he is gonna be doing pretty good against these guys. I'm rooting for him, and hopefully he wins this, or at least puts on a good show for us. Well, we do see the +1/+1 for our Protoss player, as well as the Baneling movement speed +2, and he actually got the, I think, Overlord transport. Did he get Overlord transport? No, he did not. He got Overlord speed. Alright, that's just as effective either way. He might be going for the Overlord drops, Banelings in the main. Oh snap, that would be awesome. But at the same time, we do see down in the lower hand corner, we do see our Zerg player is going to be going for the 2/2, and he's got the combat shields on the way for his Marines, as well as Medivacs and more Marauders. Now this force is going to be a wrecking machine if he manages to hold this off, and it's going to be just nasty. So hopefully he can do some pretty good, because this force is looking pretty nasty already. We got the Marines, Marauders, that'll take care of any Protoss unit. The Hydra's helped out with the Protoss units as well, and that's just going to be, oh man, this is going to wreck through any of that stuff. As well as the Hydras and the Marines are going to be able to take care of the Mutalisks like nothing's going on, and hopefully he knows that mutas are on the way. He needs to put down some kind of a spore defense or something, just so he can get something up to defend against. But at the same time, we do see Zealot Charge on the way, and that's going to be telling me that he's going to go for a lot of Zealots next. He does have a decent amount of Blink Stalkers, and that's probably going to be enough at the moment. He won't need any more at this exact moment, but he'll probably get a lot of Zealots right now. He's going for the +2/+2 immediately. And our Zerg player is actually our Teal Zerg is actually going to be ahead in the upgrades, and he needs to get the Hive Tech, and once he gets that Hive Tech, he can upgrade to 3/3, and that's going to be so much more effective for him. At the same time, we do see a huge wave of Zerglings on the way, as well as a +1 for the Mutas. I think this aggression is going to go on very shortly. We do have the Zealots finishing up, and the Zealot Charge should be done soon. And we do see another expansion on both the players up in the top right corner. So, will he be able to handle this? He does know about the the threat of mutas, because he's putting down the spore crawlers immediately. He needs to put down some missile turrets or something, as well as spore crawlers over in this area, as well as missile turrets over here, just so he can get some defense up. Now note, guys, our teal player is doing a fantastic job because he's keeping up production on his Terran buildings. He's keeping up production on his Zerg buildings as well, and he's just doing a great job right now. And I cannot tell you how well the medevacs are even going to help out heal the Hydras, and that's just going to help out a lot against any of these units that are about to face. Now he does have a huge amount of banelings, and he just spotted every single one. That is a lot of banelings, and that could easily bust down. Now we will see the +2/+2 finishing up. We do see additional gateways on the way. I wouldn't be surprised if he warped in a lot more zealots, because those zealots are going to be that buffer. And we do see Hypno moving out with his combined forces, and hopefully he's able to complete this. This is a huge force, and it's going to be super effective versus the Protoss player. He just needs to worry about the Zerg. If he can handle the Zerg, he'll be able to finish this up pretty easily. He does not want to get hit by those banelings. He just needs to avoid those banelings and focus them down immediately. He cannot afford to get hit by them. And the banelings started making contact. If he can, he needs to avoid them. But his force is too powerful. His force is moving up. The banelings did come around the side, and he does have additional reinforcements on the way, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. He does seem to be going down quite fast against all these Protoss units, and he actually does manage to pull off 13 Hydras on the way, as well as Zealots on the way, and more Zerglings to hold off this force. But the Hydra Marine Marauder is just too powerful, and we do see the Mutaball coming in, and will the Mutaball be able to take it out, or will it take out all these units? I am not sure, everyone. This is actually getting kind of crazy. We do see the rest of the units are going to get cleaned up. We're going to see the medevacs retreat because they don't want to lose those at the moment. But that was actually a really, really good engagement right there. Overall, our teal player did manage to hold off that and did a great job doing so. And now this is where the harassment's going to come into play from our Zerg player. With those leftover mutas, he's going to do as much damage as possible. But he does have a huge Hydra force laying outside his base, and he does have those spore crawlers to hold off any of those Hydras. Does he have missile turrets yet? He does not, but that's fine. He should be able to hold it off with relative ease, especially with the Hydras coming in from this area. Me taking out maybe 1 or 2 overlords, and he's going to know immediately, hey, there's something going on. I need to get over there, and I need to catch up in this. He does snipe one of those mutas. Every muta that he kills is going to help him out a lot, because he cannot afford to get those mutas out. Now, we do see our teal player going to be basically massing up another force of units. If he can manage to do that exact move again, he might be able to hold it off. We do see a lot of zealots this time. They are going to have the +2/+2, +3/+3 on the way. And do we see the +3/+3 out of our Zerg player? Once that hive's finished, I wouldn't be surprised to see it. We do see out of our Terran, how many? He got a 1/1 on his Terran, so that's fine with me. He's doing a great job at doing it. And we do see tons of stuff coming out of the red player. Red player is going to be having the infestation pit, going to have 6 more banelings. He's going to have ventral sacks, which allow him to transport units with his overlords. And I think he's going to be doing a baneling drop inside the main, like I said. And we also see +1 armor on the way. Now this is going to be, he's also had +2 attack for his mutas, but he doesn't have enough where that would make it super effective. I think our Hydra Marine Marauder is going to be so effective right now, and it's going to be able to take out most of the things. We do see them loading up in the medevacs. Never mind. I thought it was an accident. But nonetheless, we do see a huge ball of units moving out once again. He actually might be able to finish it this time. This is a huge swell of Hydra and everything. He does have a lot of zealots, but I don't know if zealots are going to be the ones that are going to be able to finish this. He needs to watch out for those banelings, and that's about it. If he can hold on, if he can stop the banelings, he can easily win this game. I have no doubt in my mind. He just needs to kill those banelings off. Those banelings are the one thing that you just don't want to have to mess with. They do 43 damage versus anything with light armor. And here comes the banelings. He needs to stop him right there. He's got a beautiful fungal on him. And oh man, I can't tell over all the medevacs. We do see, actually our teal and purple player is going to be marching through here. Hypno is doing a great job. We do have Colossus Tech on the way, but that's just too late. There's nothing he could do. He does have double Colossus on the way, but I don't even think he can get it out. There's no point to get it out. At the same time, he's going to go for all the pylons, supply block our and actually power down all the buildings that are producing right now. We do see those infestation pit going down. He's going to have to get out all his units as fast as he can, and he actually unpowered every single building in the Protoss base, and that's going to hurt him so much. Now we just see at the same time, we just see going marching through, taking out all the tech for our Zerg player, and I think this is actually it. I don't know if he can come back from this. He has 12 lings on the way, but it doesn't even matter. And he does. Our red Terran did leave, and our blue Terran is going to leave right after it. Our teal player did come out on victors, and Hypno just proves how good of a player he is, because he handled all that himself, managed to stay in the lead, and actually keep the aggression up that allows him to win that game. So he did a great job. Thank you once again for sending me this video, Low Poster, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.